In Italy, the national health system is public, and health is a guaranteed right for everyone. This means that, in general, examinations and specialist visits are cheap or sometimes free. But how does it work? Once you arrive in Italy, operators will help you with all the paperwork to obtain all the documents. They will help you register with the national health system. Once enrolled, you will receive a card that you must keep carefully, as it will allow you access to health services. But how does the health system work in Italy? First of all, shortly after your arrival in Italy, you will be assigned a general practitioner. Who is the general practitioner? A general practitioner is a doctor who works and has an office in the city where you live. He or she plays a very important role because he or she provides you with initial care, prescribes your medicines. In Italy, you need a prescription to buy most medicines, and if you need to be examined by a specialist, directs you towards specialist medical services. For specialist visits, you can safely go to public facilities, which will charge you lower fees than visits in the private system, although sometimes waiting times are a bit longer. It's important for you to know that the public health system in Italy is one of a high standard and there is no difference in quality compared to the private health sector. Therefore, the vast majority of Italians turn to the public healthcare system. Even in the case of health emergencies, if you are hospitalized or if you have to have surgery, rest assured because these treatments are all free and you will not have to pay to be treated. Mental health. The right to health is understood as the right to health as a whole. That means both physical and mental health. It's indeed important to take care of oneself not only physically, but also mentally. We know that most of you have gone through very difficult, deeply life-changing experiences. Every individual reacts differently when faced with difficult experiences. There are those who feel fit and think they are fine. There are those who have constant physical ailments that make life difficult. And finally, there are those who may suffer from depression and panic attacks. Each person, therefore, has a different reaction to the difficult events of life. We know that many of you have lived or are living in fear, have experienced violence, deprivation, have lost loved ones, are having a difficult life. We also know that the experience of forced migration can be a complicated experience. Many of you did not choose to leave, but were forced to do so. Going to Europe means going to be somewhere completely different from Africa or Middle East. It means changing language, cultural habits, food, organization of life in general. This undoubtedly causes a lot of stress. We know that life for you is currently complicated, but it will also be complicated in your country of destination at the beginning, even if in a different way. For all these reasons, we strongly recommend that you take care of your mental health. It is a basic need that every man and woman, regardless of their life experiences, should fulfill. In Europe in general, going to a psychologist is a very normal thing. It's a way to take care of oneself and feel good about the life one lives. It's an important tool for those who have faced difficulties and help to develop strategies to move forward. The operators who welcome you will suggest that you follow psychological courses. They will only advise you. You will not be forced. And we would like to emphasize that this is a very important for you, for your well-being, for both adults and children. Those who have children also know that their psychological situation affects their children a great deal. For this reason, in order for children to grow up serene, it's important to first of all take care of oneself. Often, after a well-followed psychological course, many small physical ailments that do not have an organic cause, example, constant headaches, difficulty sleeping well, night terror, joint pains, and so on, tend to disappear over time. Remember that the mind has a very good power over the body. So being well psychologically will help you sometimes to be well in your body too.